And those are the fine margins of finishing your opportunities and not finishing your opportunities. We'll discuss after this. Welcome to episode 63 of the Clock in This podcast. I'm your host, Reginald Dino. Just finished watching Arsenal Chelsea of the Carabao Cup. It's the Carabao Cup, not FA Cup. It's the Carabao Cup semifinals, two-leg semifinals. First leg at Stamford Bridge. Went in there and slapped them 3-2. Now, in the beginning of the show, I said that's the reason why you have to take your chances. Mikel Moreno had an opportunity to make it 4-1. I thought he shot it right at the keeper, but the replay showed that actually Sanchez made a pretty good save with his foot. But those are the fine margins. At 4-1, that game's over. At 4-2, that game's still over. Do I have the utmost confidence in our defense that they won't give up 3 goals? Yes, I do. 100% I do. But Moreno makes that 4-1, and they Chelsea deflates, and it's over, and it's a 4-1, a 3-goal differential we're taking back to the Emirates where we don't lose. I was going to blame Moreno. You have to score that. Well, as it was happening, you have to score that. But at the replay, that's a great save. That's a fantastic save, actually. So Sanchez keeps him in the game. Garnacho scores 2 goals. I sound like a broken record, a new coach at Chelsea. Now you're listening to the commentators. Oh, it's Cole Palmer and Reece James and this person and that person. Guys, Arsenal should have scored 7 goals today. Those 3 players that they mentioned that were missing, Caicedo, and that ain't going to help that. That's not going to help that. Arsenal should have legit had 7 goals today. And here's the other thing, guys. I'm going to say this for the last time and once. And here's the other thing, guys. I'm going to say this. This is the last time. Because when Ben White scored the first goal off the corner, I'm getting messages, set piece again, set piece again, set piece again. And I said, listen, guys, if you're a fan of a club team that doesn't know how to defend corners, you should be embarrassed. You should be looking at your manager saying, how come you don't know how to defend corner kicks? Arsenal have been scoring corners end of last season, all of this season. We've been nicknamed Set Piece FC. Oh no, here's Corner FC or whatever it is. You see the memes, oh, corner, corner, corner. Okay, no problem. As a coach, you should be able to say, okay, they do this, they do that, they do that, they do this. Let's combat that by doing this. If you play for a club team that's playing against Arsenal and you get scored off a corner, you should be looking at your manager embarrassed. Don't look at Arsenal and say, oh, all you guys do is score from corner. Don't look at us. You gotta look at your manager. Why can't you combat them scoring off corners? And as a manager, if we train and don't give them a corner, and we're trying not to give them corners, but if they do get a corner, this is the defense that we're going to need to do because they do this, so we're going to combat that by doing this. If you're a manager and you're not doing that, what the hell are you doing? So don't look at Arsenal and what they're doing. Look at your team and your manager and look and see what they're not doing. Because if you're a manager playing against Arsenal and you're getting scored off corners, you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. Or maybe you're just not good enough as a manager. There's some managers in the league that don't get scored on corners but from Arsenal, and there's some that do. Maybe you're just not up to snuff to be a manager. I've said it. That's it. I don't want to hear anything about Corner FC. You have all the data. You have all the intel to stop it. If you can't stop it, don't look at Arsenal. We're exploiting your weaknesses. You can't cover up your weaknesses. You got to look within, my friend. And that's your players and that's your coach. And that's the tactic that you're using. So rival fans, look at your team. 3-2 win. Ben White scores the first goal off a corner. Second goal was scored by Victor Gyökeres, who probably had his best game in the last couple of weeks. I think even without the goal and an assist, by the way, goal and an assist today. I think even without the goal, that was probably one of his most active games that he's played in a long time, or the last couple of weeks. It's been we all know, and we all should know by now, that the players, all the stuff that we do, maybe they don't see everything, but they hear the rumblings. In social media circles, I'm talking about. They know that people are saying, oh, drop him, or he's not this, he's not that. You might think that they don't care, they don't read it. Listen, they do. Or someone's telling them this is what they're saying. Believe me, they do. Maybe not all, but the majority do. And I think he's heard that. He's heard the rumblings. He came out today and he was, from the get-go, a different player than I've seen in the last couple of weeks. So I was so happy when he got his goal, scrappy goal. But again, as a striker, it's all about, most of it is being in the right place at the right time. He was in the right place at the right time. Goalie made a mistake and he was there to pounce on it. Have to be there. It would be easy for his confidence to be down and not be in the right position to put that in. But today he looked like he just got a booster shot of confidence. And he was, like I said, that's one of the best performances I've seen him play in the last couple of weeks. It's fantastic today. Fantastic. Even the assist for Zubamendi's third goal. Fantastic touch. And, Zubamendi scores a third goal. 2 goals by Garnacho, who came off the bench to help guide Chelsea to the 3-2 loss. They were never leading in the game. At one point, we were up 3-1, and we let them score again to make it a little bit tight. And I was just sitting there watching the game, and it was just like, they scored a goal to make it 2-1, and we're panicking now. Now we're panicking. We had control of this game. They scored a goal, and now we're panicking. And kudos to Mikel Arteta, who made a couple of substitutions, bringing on the cool head of Mikel Moreno. That kind of leveled off the game, who brought some calmness into the midfield. Again, I said it last show, I've never seen, other than Jordan Henderson, I've never seen a captain get substituted that much. I know we have a game on Sunday, Nottingham Forest, away to Nottingham Forest, which is a pretty big game. Depending on the importance you put on a game, Carabao Cup semifinal game that you are winning, the game. Okay, if you want to rest guys, I understand, but at some point in that game, it was tight. I don't know if you want to take your playmaker off. We brought on Havertz in the game. I don't know. I mean, first minutes of the season, you can't really judge. But he slotted. The reason why I bring that up is because he slotted back into the midfield. He didn't go up top as a striker for Gyökeres. So I don't know. Are we thinking that Havertz is now we're going to rotate him through the midfield? He is a midfielder. He's a midfielder that plays well at striker, just like Moreno is a midfielder that plays well at striker. But do we have our 2 strikers in Gabriel Jesus and Victor Gyökeres? Are those are the 2 that are going to battle it out, or is Havertz one of those players that's going to fight for a striker role? I feel he's better playing in the midfield, maybe just underneath the striker. I know Arsenal doesn't play like that, but he's a player that, as the second striker, just beneath the striker, him and Gyökeres together might be something to watch. But we'll see what Mikel Moreno. We'll see what Mikel Arteta has up his sleeve for that pairing. But all in all, a good performance today. I mean, the first 20 minutes. I mean, that's the performance I expect when you come out and you're playing. That's what I expect to see. We were all over them. They were trying to play out of the back. High pressure. We were cutting a lot of things off today. So I mean, a performance was good today. It's just those little pockets of times where we get scored on it, and now it's we get really, really, really tight, and now we're just kicking the ball anywhere, and it's just like, well, we need to calm it down a little bit and don't worry about the goal. I'm a fan sitting here with utter faith that we won't let in 3 goals. So I mean, once we score 3, I think we're good anywhere. But it's human nature, I guess, to kind of be comfortable, have your little bit of your comfort zone rattled, and then become rattled as well. So let's look at the player ratings today really quickly. Just finished watching Nigeria, Morocco PKs, Senegal, Morocco in the AFCON finals on Sunday. Third place would be Nigeria and who did they play? Who did Egypt? So Egypt and Nigeria, Morocco and Senegal for the cup on Sunday. If you're not watching AFCON, you should be. That's fantastic football. This guy started a game today, no David Raya. Did he have a chance on one of the second goal? I don't know. You got to be stronger than that on the second goal. I think sometimes goalies just come out with the attitude that even if I get touched and I go down, they'll blow the whistle. I'm seeing kind of a push away from that kind of foul now. Before it used to be every time they got touched, it was a foul. Now it has to be outrageous and egregious for it to be a foul. And the second goal, it wasn't anything. But Kepa fell to the ground thinking he's going to get a call. Then out of position, Garnacho rifles it in, 3-2. So I'll give him a 6 today. It's tough. It's a tough 6 because believe me, I know he doesn't play at all. And just to come in and playing at your ex team's yard and having to come in and post and you're behind a goalie that's posting shutout after shutout after shutout. So I understand the pressure, but still, if you're a backup, that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to come in and shut the door, or keep the ball rolling. So I give him a 6 today. Urian Timber, what can you say? Again, look good, looks regenerated, rejuvenated, whatever you want to say. Came in and played well. Was getting down the wing, overlapping on Saka's side as well, overlapping on Trossard's side as well. Had a few good interactions with Trossard, had a few good interactions with Odegaard as well. So, I mean, typical 7 for him today. This guy, what can you say? Gets his customary 8. No problems back there. No problems back there. Blocking shots, in the right position, cutting off balls, being able to play balls forward. Had an opportunity to actually score today. Just missed it barely over the net. So, I mean, customary 8 for him today. His partner didn't do anything wrong. Should have had a goal in the second half off a corner. Headed it into the ground and it bounced over, but it was a free header. Whole side of the net was empty. It was open. If you had it on net, it was a goal. But, I mean, again, 8 today. What can you say? It takes a big player to come into games that you and play in games. I know he's got a run of games, actually. But to come in and win the header and get the first goal and get us going, I mean, what can you say about Benjamin White? True professional, always ready to come in and play. Gets a 7 today. And again, guys, 7 on the clock in this podcast is great. Is a great score. The things you'd have to do to get a 9 and 10, that's as a North London derby hat trick. That's a 9. So imagine what you got to do to get a 10. I don't know if I'm being harsh, but I just don't give things away. I don't just call any player a legend like most people out there. So anyways, the engine of the midfield, what can you say? Just getting in the way, getting up and down the field, intercepting balls. He's just the workhorse of our team. Every successful team needs a player like this. Has that attitude just to work and work and work, and can chip in with a little bit of some assists and some goals as well. So he gets a 7 today. I thought this guy was going to start. Didn't. What can you do? Zubamende was everywhere today as well, keeping the ball ticking, getting involved in some tackles and challenges, and scored a beauty goal. Has to go in, and it went in. Beautiful goal, beautiful feet. If you watch the goal, great feet. You would think he was a striker, but fantastic 7 today. I don't know, guys. In and out, pass here, pass there, in and out of the game. You can't say anything bad about Odegaard because he's been injured. So I'm going to give him a 6. And I'm going to leave it at that. Again, him and Jordan Henderson I've never seen a captain get substituted so much, but okay. This guy wasn't even on the bench today. I thought he would play, but okay. Saka, hockey assist for someone. I think Gyökeres goal, hockey assist. He passed the ball to Ben White, Ben White got a goal and assist today then. He was the one who passed the ball to Gyökeres for his goal. A mistake by the goalie, but still, again, you have to be there. You have to be there to put it in. I was just so happy that he just didn't float the ball across, because that's what they do. They overlap and they float the ball across, and the goalie just comes and picks it out. He drilled it low and hard along the ground, which is, I think that's where Gyökeres wants the ball. So maybe there's something in training. That's where I want the ball, because there was nothing floated into Gyökeres today. Everything was at his feet. So maybe there's a change in the way that they're trying to get him involved in the game. Who knows? I'm not into training. I'm not privy to that information. That's just from what I see. But we're gonna give Saka a 6 today. A 7 today. Played okay. Trossard, tricky on the wings. That's what I was saying about him and Timber had a play when he sat down one of the defenders. He had a play that he passed the ball to Timber, and Timber just shifted, played it with his left, and Trossard was in. So, I mean, never say anything bad about this guy. Again, this guy is amazing. To go from Mykhailo Mudryk nonsense to signing this guy for $60 million less, bargain. That's a deal. That's a deal. He gets a 6 today. Thought this guy would play for sure today, but I think Mikel Arteta was saving him from the reaction from the fans today. So I think that might be some of it, because the way that he left Chelsea, I think during training camp, he left Chelsea while they were playing in Club World Cup. He left Chelsea. So the way that he left, it might have been conducive to the fans just killing him with comments and killing him with chants. And, we're just getting this kid back to get his career going. We don't want to bring him to an environment that would be detrimental to his growth as a player at Arsenal. So I can understand why he didn't. I would love to have seen him play a crucial part in the downfall of Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I would have loved to have seen it, but Mikel Arteta is smarter than me. So Victor Gyökeres, what can you say? For me today, this is the man of the match. And you're going to say, oh, you scored a goal, you're making man. No, he was fantastic today, guys. He was fantastic today, winning balls, chasing balls down, getting involved. Had a chance in the first half that he got a corner off of. Fighting guys, holding them off, an assist, a goal. What can you do from your striker? And based off the kind of week that he had, the past couple of weeks that he's had, it's easy to give up at that point. It's easy to say my confidence is down. I can't do this. I can't do. But he keeps going and he keeps trying. And today, I think all that hard work paid off for him. He's my man of the match today. A goal and assist. He gets a 7. Right substitutions at the right times. The starting lineup was fantastic. Tactic was fantastic. Press. And the substitutions were timely for me. Mikel Arteta gets a 7 today. Not much to say about him. Martinelli coming in. I mean, enough time to do anything. He had an opportunity, actually. There was a nice slick play between him and I think 3 or 4 other Arsenal players where he got a shot off. It got blocked. But I think when he doesn't start, you either have to, when you're playing a team like Chelsea, you can put him on the wing because they're going to press and there's going to be space in behind, so you can play the ball in behind and you can run onto it. But if he's coming in from the bench, I think his best position would be the number 9 striker. So, and I know we have Gabriel Jesus and we have Gyökeres, but I think his best position is the striker through the middle. That's just clock enders. That's just me, what I think. No rating today. Not that he was bad, but I mean, he didn't do enough for me. Not enough to give a rating. Gabriel Jesus, the same thing. Came in, looked like he got a PK for us, but he was offside. He was like a yard offside. That comes with coming back, and you're looking across the line. I don't know why you're offside, but anyways, didn't do much wrong today. Didn't do anything wrong actually, but we're not going to give him a rating because didn't do much. Mikel Moreno came in today. That's what I was saying. The calm head, the guy that's going to calm it down in the midfield a little bit, had an opportunity to score as well. I mean, he just pops up in the right areas all the time. He's there for a tackle. He got a yellow card today. Chelsea was on a break and he took a foul for the team. These are the guys. These are the guys you need. Like Drake would say, these are guys. So you know what I mean? So we need guys like this on this team, and that's a great foul that he took. And rest of the time he was throwing himself around there. So I mean, again, no rating. I mean, played well enough, but no rating for the substitutes today. And I think that's it for substitutes. I think that is it. Can't get a game now. Injured. I don't know. Defensive liability, I guess. Can't get a game. Wasn't even on the bench. Where has this guy gone? Injured, and on the bench. So, all in all, not a bad performance at all. Not a bad performance at all by the Arsenal. Take that 3-2 lead back to the Emirates, I think next week Tuesday, and then the finals are in March 22nd, I believe the finals are for this. And the other side, it's Manchester City and Newcastle. City's leading that tie 2-0. I don't know where that game was, but there's a possibility that could be City Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. Like I said, Nottingham Forest on Sunday, I believe, at 12:30. Don't take my word for it. Go look that up for yourself. But I think it is Sunday at 12:30. It's Sunday at 11:30. I think it's the afternoon or the late morning game. I think that's the last one of the day. So guys, Clock Enders podcast. If you've not subscribed to the podcast on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, hit the bell here and you'll get notifications every single time I have a new episode up. I love the engagement on TikTok. You guys are some of you are funny, some of you are something else, but I love the conversation. I'll take the banter all day long. And on Instagram as well. So if you haven't joined the conversation on TikTok or the YouTube shorts or even on YouTube leaving comments, go ahead and do that. Guys, it's free. It's free, and you'll be notified every time that there's a new episode coming up. So again, guys, 3-2 win, Carabao Cup semifinals, first leg at Stamford Bridge, 3-2. Ben White, Victor Gyökeres, Zubamendi, and it should have been another 2 or 3 more, actually. But I'll take it all day long. So guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you after the Nottingham Forest game. Come on, you Gunners.